Hi guys, in this video I'm just going to explain the memo for exercise 14.2 if there was any questions that you didn't understand. Alright, so exercise 14.2 1a asked you to calculate the area and perimeter of this triangle and round off your answers to 2 decimal places. Okay, so I can't start with perimeter because I'm missing these two sides. So I'm going to start with area because I've got my base, which is 9, 6 plus 3 is 9, and I've got my height, which is 4. So if I substitute a half of 9 times 4, which will give me 18 centimeters squared. Right, then if I'm going to work out my perimeter, I first need to work out the sides of the triangle. Okay, so I'm going to start with my right-hand side. So I can work out AB because it is a hypotenuse, right? So I'm going to use Pythag, and I'm going to say AB squared is equal to 4 squared plus 3 squared. And then if you work that out, you're going to find that AB squared is 25. Then you square root, and you find that AB is equal to 5. Alright, so I've got the right-hand side of the triangle. Now I still need to work out the left-hand side. So I'm going to work in the left triangle. Okay, again, AC would be my hypotenuse because it's opposite my right angle. So AC squared is equal to 4 squared plus 6 squared, Pythag. That will give me 16 plus 36, which is 52. And if I square root 52, you're going to round to 2 decimal places, which is 7,21. Okay, so they wanted the perimeter. So I'm just going to add all the outside. So don't add the 4 because the 4 is inside. You're only adding the outside of the triangle. So if I add all of those, then I'm going to get 21,21 centimeters. Alright, then 2b. 2b was quite tricky. Okay, it said calculate the area of the shaded region. And it seems like they don't give you enough information, but they do. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to calculate the area of the circle. And I need to calculate the area of the rectangle. And then I need to almost like erase or subtract the area of the rectangle from the circle. Okay, so I'll start with the rectangle because I've got enough information. So I've got the length and the breadth, so I can calculate the area of the rectangle and find that that's equal to 48. Then I need to calculate the area of the circle, but I don't have the radius or diameter to do that. So somehow I need to work it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in the diameter. Okay, so if I draw it in, there it is there. Okay, you should be seeing a right angle triangle now. Okay, so here's my right angle triangle. So I can actually work out the diameter using Pythag. Okay, so diameter squared will be equal to 6 squared plus 8 squared. And then if you work that out, you're going to see that the diameter squared is equal to 100. Square root that, and you're going to get 10. Okay, so I know that the diameter is 10. Okay, so if the diameter is 10, then what is the radius? Okay, the radius will be half of that. Okay, so my radius will be 5 centimeters. So I can now calculate the area of a circle. So area is equal to pi times radius squared. So pi times 5 squared. And that will give me 78,54. Okay, so I've got the area of the rectangle and I've got the area of the circle. Now I need to calculate the shaded part because that's what it actually asked for, so the pink part. Okay, so the area of the shaded region, I need to subtract the rectangle. So the area of the circle minus the area of the rectangle, and if I find the answer to that, you should have got 30,54 centimeters squared. Okay, cool. So then number 2C was the last one that I gave you, and that one looked like this, and it said calculate the area of the shaded region. So now the circle is the part that's been erased, so the area of the circle is what you need to subtract. Okay, so it looks like, again, I haven't been given enough information, but I do, and I'm going to show you how I figured that out. Okay, so over there I've already got the radius of the circle, so I can calculate the area of the circle immediately. So area of a circle is equal to pi r squared. So pi times 4 squared, which will give me 50,27. Then I need to somehow work out the area of the square. Okay, but I don't have the length of the sides. But if I continue this radius to form the diameter, that's also going to be 4 because that's another radius. So I'm going to have 4 plus 4 will give me 8. Okay, so now I know that that whole length is equal to 8, so I know that the one side of the square is equal to 8, which means the other side must also be equal to 8. Okay, so I'm going to say length times breadth, which will be equal to 8 times 8. Multiply those and you should have got 64. Alright, now the area of the shaded region. Okay, so the part that's been erased is the circle. So I need to say the area of the square minus the area of the circle, which will give me 64 minus 50,27. And so in the end, you should have got 13,73 centimeters squared. Okay, just send me a message or send one of your teachers a message if you don't understand, and I'll just explain it again. Okay,